Hey Omaha District, Colonel Hudson here. 2019 was one of the most challenging times for our Omaha District as we were called upon to respond to the historic and devastating flooding that we experienced across the Missouri River Basin. Communities, families, and businesses along the Missouri River and its tributaries were devastated by the flooding. All told, more than 500 miles of infrastructure along 60 different levee and canal systems across 5 states were damaged during the multiple record-setting flood events. Hundreds of you were involved in the response and relief efforts, some of which are still ongoing today, a year later, and will continue into 2021. Today, I want to honor all of you who worked long hours, day after day, for weeks, months on end, to restore not only the levees that were damaged, but also to help the communities affected by the flooding to begin putting their lives and businesses back together. I also want to thank those of you who might not have been directly involved in the flood response and recovery effort, but nonetheless were an integral part of the overall team effort. You took up the work and responsibilities of your fellow teammates who were tasked to work on the recovery efforts. Your contributions allowed the district to continue to charge forward with the rest of our program, delivering high-quality solutions to the nation's toughest engineering problems. I wish I could personally present each and every one of these awards, but the current COVID-19 environment prevents them from taking place. I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you for your dedication, selfless service, and commitment to excellence you have shown throughout the last year. I am proud to be part of such a great district.
Department of the Army Certificate of Appreciation for your outstanding and tireless support during the flood of 2019, during one of the longest response events in the Omaha District's history. Your willingness to support the Omaha District and stakeholders in multiple states proved invaluable. Your service during this historic event reflects great credit upon you, the Omaha District, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
2011 was a challenging flood in that it lasted for such a long duration. Substantial damages in the northern part of the basin, not as significant in the southern part, although we did experience about $250 million worth of damage to our levees. 2019, on the other hand, substantially different in that we had limited damage to the north. It was a catastrophic event that lasted a very short period of time, but the damages as a result of that flood event were substantially worse than what we saw in 2011. So as a result of that, we've been working very hard to bring that system back into full operations since the event.
Department of the Army Achievement Medal for Civilian Service. For outstanding and tireless support during the flood of 2019, one of the longest response and recovery events in the Omaha District's history. The following individuals are awarded the Civilian Service Achievement Medal. Their outstanding service during the largest levee rehabilitation effort in the history of USACE demonstrates a commitment to the Omaha District and its mission to provide world-class services to our partners and stakeholders. Their exemplary service during this historic event reflects great credit upon themselves, the Omaha District, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Thomas Aldemeyer, Gene Allen, Michael Barna, Andrew Berry, Larry Boardman, Melanie Keynes, Linda Christensen, Nicole Comanali,
Brent Cassette,
Mary Darling, Timothy Davey, Sarah Donaldson,
Brian Fleer,
Jolene Fredrickson, Elliot French, Joseph Gronwald, Laurel Hamilton, Kyle Heddens,
Carly Hively, David Holt, Christopher Horahan,
Gregory Horahan,
Jeffrey Hubbard,
Sean Keating, Justin Kettleson, Brandon Landis, Ryan Lee,
Matthew Mushik,
Russell Matthews, Terry Matuska,
Dean Maniszewski,
Eric McKinney,
Gregory Melamar,
Jeffrey Maholka, Drew Meinert, Daniel Monahan, Donald Moses, Adam Nebel, Richard Pedraza, Joshua Porter, Nicholas Ramge, Benjamin Ream, Jeremy Sire,
Samuel Subcheck,
Jeffrey Stanek,
Christopher Svensson,
Richard Taylor, Todd Tobias, Trevor Whiting, Adam Wenk, and William Williams.
So the response and the rehabilitation efforts was really a giant team effort from the district, the division, and headquarters. It took a group of people from engineering division, project management, planning, headquarters, all those folks getting together to make sure we had the response activities taken care of, and then into the project inspection reports, and now into the rehabilitation effort, which is currently ongoing, which contracting is heavily involved in, as well as construction. That will continue through this summer, as you well are aware, through this summer and then on into next spring yet.
Department of the Army Civilian Service Commendation Medal. For outstanding and tireless support during the flood of 2019, one of the longest response and recovery events in the Omaha District's history. The following individuals are awarded the Civilian Service Commendation Medal. Their exemplary service beginning March 2019 and continuing today, serving in various roles including program managers, project managers, engineers, contract specialists, and public affairs specialists during the largest levee rehabilitation effort in the history of USACE, demonstrates a commitment to the Omaha District and its mission to provide world-class services to our partners and stakeholders. These individuals are respected and emerging leaders, and their commitment and dedication reflect great credit upon themselves, the Omaha District, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and our nation.
Terry Adelman,
Jessica Batterman, Lowell Blankers, Jeffrey Bulkin, Jesse Brown, Gary Burns,
Thomas Curran,
Dustin Davis, Nathan Doherty, Constance Ellard, Matthew Ellis, Michael Glash, David Hetty, Colleen Horahan, Jolene Hulsing, Dr. Michael Izzard Carroll, Roger Kay, Brendan Kite, Patricia Lambert, Noemi Lozano, Lee McCormick, Joshua Mellinger, Curtis Miller, Larry Morgan, Matthew Nelson,
Daniel Pradal,
Jamie Prochnow, Michelle Schultz, Rachel Schrader, John Tucker Jr., William Cody Wilson,
Karina Zhang,
And finally, I want to give a huge shout out to TJ Davey for his outstanding work out on the levee restoration project. He was named the USACE Hard Hat of the Year Award for his work in the field. By being named the Hard Hat of the Year Award, he is recognized as the Corps of Engineers' top construction field employee across the 35,000 person enterprise. TJ did a tremendous job out on the L575 levee system, both A and B breach closures, as well as the L550 and the L601 levee systems. TJ, thanks for the tremendous job you do out in the field.